Hi, this is Kai Destiny with T&E Magazine Music, and I'm honored by being joined today by our guest, DeP. How are you doing today, hon?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. And now we're going to get into DeP's new album, Think Deep Reloaded. And I've got my top favorite songs on the album, like Rough featuring Liz Vaughn and DWI, also Red Light, as well as Red Light Part 2. So tell me, what was the inspiration for Think Deep Reloaded?
Well, I'm a singer, songwriter, actor, model, juggler, father, all these other things, right? And a lot of times in the entertainment industry, we get distracted by the many things that we have on our plate. I started off singing at a very young age, and through contracts and through being signed and joining groups and modeling and traveling and touring, I never completed a full project. I've always released singles, which included something more and characteristics and contract. But I never completed a full project, though I have these works that were out. And
you've been on a lot of mixtapes.
Yeah, a lot of people
been out there.
bring them mixtapes. And they're like, yo, we'll put your song on the mixtape. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But, I never put together a full project. And it's for various reasons, mostly work. And when I finally got a chance to look up and listen to what the people were saying, they wanted a project. So Think Deep Reloaded was just me in a completely new place. It's a pivotal moment for me, career-wise, at least on the musical side of what I do, because it was finally getting off of my chest everything that I'd written and released or wanted to release in years past. So Think Deep Reloaded is the culmination of just different works that I've done throughout the years. Funny secret about that is nothing on the project has been recorded in the last 3 years. So they're all older
songs.
Absolutely. And so they're all older songs. And this project was just me finished. I'm like, okay, I'm a new artist. In my mind, I have a different approach to creating music, but there's a fan base and there's a listening audience who, that's looking for this music, and they're expecting that. So in order for me to go into the new, I needed to, free myself completely from the past. So after returning from a trip from Israel last year, me and a group of people were brought over there as millennials and the next wave of who's who, supposedly, in the entertainment industry. And after completing that trip, I decided I wanted to complete this project and put it out there for the people. So this song is a collection of songs that I've done over the past year. Some of them, like I said, people are aware of and familiar with because they've been released. And it just kind of speaks to the journey of up to current point, where I was musically.
Excellent. Because I know I've been a fan for a long time, so that's why I was like, I have to get you in our magazine. I really, really, really want to know, what is your favorite song on the album and why?
My favorite song on the album, I got a double answer for that. I have a favorite moment on the moment on the project. Favorite moment is there's an interlude that's called the Phone Check, and the reason why I like that, or I'll say it's a favorite moment, because it's not a complete song, but it features my godmother, Reese Joyner, who is the daughter of gospel legend, rest in peace, Shirley Joyner. And that was my introduction into music. I grew up in Houston, Texas, and I grew up in the gospel
I know you're a Houston baby.
Yeah, I'm a Houston baby. So I grew up in a very musical gospel family under the Southeast Inspirational Choir Circle and Yolanda Adams and people like that. And so my early credits and experiences were heavily in the church, Kim Burrell and Yolanda and so on, Kirk and so on. And so that in those few, that 1 minute or however long that the interlude is, it speaks about everything. There's actually a lot in that interlude that if you actually take the chance to listen to lyrically, I'm speaking from everything from beginning as a singer, through family turmoil, through me transitioning over into becoming a secular artist, having a child out of wedlock, to the unavoidable gay assumptions and allegations that we get as male R&B artists, and all the way full circle to, deciding to keep on this journey and to keep using my talent and go forward. So for me, just in that quick moment, I went through the full gamut of highs and lows of my career and life. And to have Reese guest on that and do that with me was just dope. But
song
wise, I would have to say Red Light. Red Light is my favorite song because it was very, very vulnerable from an adult perspective. Again, like I say, those songs are old for me, so I was kind of over it. All the other songs. But Red Light was the newest moment on there, so for me it was just a transitional point, which spoke to the whole Reloaded thing. Since last year, I've been just thinking rebirth, reloaded, rebirth, reloaded. I sing different. I write different. I operate different. I think different. And after this project, you'll see the birth of the evolution of the artist. And so Red Light is that moment on that project. It is the perfect interlude between old Deep and the new Deep.
Well, what made you want to get into the entertainment industry? Growing up in the church and all, I know it can be a little controversy from, for some family members and whatnot. But what made you want to do it?
I don't think I had a choice. I think it just kind of chose me. When I was born, I grew up in a time that really entertainment was. There was a lot of integrity in artists and being an entertainer and being a singer. And growing up in the church, what I would say is that it removed the business from the entertainment business for me. All I knew is I love to sing. I could write. When I would come to the church and I wrote a song, they would give me the opportunity to teach it and lead it or get somebody else to lead it. And I was doing all these things that we look at in the music industry as a business just from a place of passion. And I was just fortunate to, like I said, to be growing up under people that were working in the entertainment industry, yes, on the gospel side, but just their everyday walk, which became my everyday walk and lifestyle, was being in the entertainment industry. And so that's all I knew. Ever since I can remember, I was singing. First time I sung was at 3 years old on a table at a random church. They put me on the table because I was so little. And that was my first stage. So it's just what I've known. I've always been that person. I grew up, like I say, in that family that's like, hey, we need a singer. Go get him to do it. And when I transitioned over to R&B, I had a son. I did have a son, and I wasn't married, and that was such a big taboo thing in the church back in that time. And I say it like I'm real old or something, but growing up in the South, the church is real, you don't do this, don't do that. It's so taboo. And I started gigging around Houston in different clubs, and I loved being able to just perform. More than anything, I played piano and all that, but I always felt restricted behind the piano. But when I was able to just have the microphone and jump off the stage, roll across the stage, I'm one of those type of performers. I'm very engaging with the audience. There was no other feeling, that topped that feeling, and I knew that that's what I was destined to do. Probably a couple of years later, when people started recognizing me and seeing me out in the streets or at different shows in different cities, they were able to recall times that they had saw me performed, and I had given them a moment to either uplift them, escape from their reality. They've connected with songs. I've had people reach out to me and say, I was going through a divorce, and your song, Characteristics and Shit Don't Change, just really helped me through. And then, that's when you get to the place as an artist and say, this is no longer just about this self-appeasing moment, but I'm actually doing something that's helping other people and that they're connecting to it. So that aligns with my purpose, and that means that's where I should be and what I should be doing.
Now, growing up around the industry or people in the industry, who would you say are your biggest musical influences?
Nobody. I don't like none of them. I'm just playing. It's a funny thing, because when you can call people that are influencers family, or you can call them associates and friends and things like that, it's kind of hard to see them as such. But I was very influenced by people that I wasn't as close to initially. Missy Elliott, she was such a pioneer as far as just being different, and no idea was too crazy out there because she's an artist, so she's very influential to me. R. Kelly, his ability just to write no matter what people are saying about him, all the things, all the scandals and everything. His
personal life stuff.
His personal life stuff.
Yeah.
You couldn't knock it. Him and Michael Jackson, I just watched them soar over, the public stuff and still their art shine through. Beyonce, I grew up in Houston, and we share the same birthday. And so, you know, watching
Virgo.
her development and that, Virgo Power, right? And Houston Virgo Power, let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, just watching just her work ethic, later on being able to get a chance to work with her, just kind of showed where she was at and why she's where where she is now. My favorite singer, hands down, is Donny Hathaway, and just his approach to music, his approach to vocals, I mean, is unparalleled. You know, so
Yeah.
I have a few out there. They show me some good things. What I really appreciate about some of the older artists is just they were full artists. You know, I remember the time that we looked at celebrities for beyond just their gimmicks. You know, it really wasn't about the gimmick. That was probably the last thing. You know, really, you looked at them for their gift, you looked at them for their talent, you looked at them for what they was wearing. You were interested in their political ideas, you were interested in what they were eating because they were refined as a complete totality of an artist. And that's what I respected, and I still respect. And so that's why they still have an influence on me. They keep me accountable of recognizing and appreciating the platform that I've been given and making sure that I cultivate it and I respect it.
Now, you've been in the business for a while, DeP. How would you or could you explain, like, what's the largest obstacle you've had to overcome in your career?
Wow. The transition, it's the business. Because the music business, you enter the music business because it's a passion, because it's something that you love to do. The awakening reality that I gotta eat. It's a pivotal moment for everybody that's in the entertainment industry, meaning I can't just be singing. It's not enough for me to just get on stage and sing because I love to do, and then there's bills at home, or there's desires, or there's things that I want to do. I want to date. And, you know, I have a child I need to provide for. So then trying to merge those two lines from passion to realizing this is your job, you know, and how do I monetize this? How do I monetize this passion? How do I make money and a living off of doing what I need to do? It completely strips everything that you think you know about entering into this game, because it is much more business than it is passion once you actually start working. And so learning that, learning what mechanical royalties were, learning what auditions were, learning the purposes of integrity and being on time and knowing your business, that's a hard struggle, you know, and it's something that I think filters out so many of us in the entertainment industry. I've been fortunate to have some great people pour into me the knowledge that I need to have, and then from there, learn how to self-check myself. Again, like I said earlier, I do music, and yes, it's self-soothing, but I got to understand that I do music for the people. And you have to give the people what they need. And that's a constant checking of yourself when you're in the studio, making sure that you're, you know, being true to who you are, but being the vessel that's necessary to reach the people and the masses, since you've been given that opportunity and that platform. And that's a very, very hard thing to figure out, that balance.
Well, how do you balance your career and your personal life?
You don't. There's no rule book. You just kind of go with it. You try to do the best. It's kind of like, you know, when people ask you, how do you be the best parent, or how do you be the best husband? I don't know. You just do this thing, you know. But you just stay honest. You know, really being able to sleep at night. Are you able to say that, you know, hell, I gave it my best. I go out there swinging. I give my best. I'm consistent. Who my fan base met last year, I'm that same person at the core this year. I may have matured and grown, but I've maintained my integrity, and that's all that you can kind of hope for. I'm fortunate to have some great friends around me and a great support circle, and that's very necessary. We see a lot of artists not be able to handle, or celebrities here not able to handle the public platform, and it's because they're not surrounded by the right people. They're surrounded, but it's the wrong people. And some people don't hold them accountable. They are a lot of yes people. And sometimes you got to hear no. Sometimes you got to hear you're not good, for you to go ahead and step it up and be good and be the best that you can be. So I've been fortunate to have that. And I also think just the slower journey. I've had one of those careers that, though it's been consistent, and I've been fortunate to work successfully in the music industry for a lot of years, I didn't have popcorn success. I didn't become a major artist overnight. And so I've been able to grow with my status. My maturity level has been able to grow with my status to help me maintain those things that come along with popularity.
Well, what advice do you have for new entertainers starting out in the industry? Like, what do you have to say to them?
It's a new day and age. New entertainers, first know yourself and then know the business. You know, if you don't know those people that came before you, it is important to research the people in your field. Just like you prepare for a job interview in any other industry, you do some research and find out what the history is. You know, do that for this industry. This is still a business. Know that this is a business, even though it's shiny, even though it looks good, it smells good, it tastes good. You have to still recognize and respect that this is a business. So you need to learn it. You need to know it backwards and forwards so that you are not taken advantage of. The worst thing that an artist can ever get is an opportunity that puts them on a national platform or gives them visibility, and they were not ready. You get one shot. And we hear it all the time, so it's going to sound redundant, but if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So as a new artist, get ready now so that you'll be ready when that opportunity comes. The last thing I will say this, and I learned this later, is that nobody's journey looks like the next person. My journey to the top is not the same journey for some of my peers or people that I don't even know. You know, I just know from a distance. My journey is not theirs, and a lot of times we get caught up trying to compare. Well, so-and-so did it just like this. And I can sing like them, or I can sing better than them, so I'm going to do just this, and this is going to happen for me. You're going to let yourself down every time, and you're going to fail because you're not being true to who you are and true to your journey. So stay true to that journey and remember to enjoy it. Enjoy the ups, enjoy the downs. Pay attention to the ups and the downs. That's what red light is about. Pay attention to the signs. Things happen for a reason. And when they're happening, you got to figure out why and what was the point. If it was a good why and it was a good point, then keep that, going. Do that the same way. But if it was a lesson to be learned, that should result in change. Be open to that, respect that, and make the change.
Now, I'm going to transition to a lighter subject. I want to know if you, you got real deep, but that's the name, so I could expect.
Deep with 8 E's. Whole bunch of E's.
Now, I want to know, if you were stranded on a desert island, what's your top 3 albums you would have?
Okay. Top 3 albums. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I like that. That was certified classic. I need that. I need the best of Jay-Z's collection. That'll keep me motivated, keep me going. And I need... You know what I'm feeling right now? Well, I need a compilation album. I need a Yolanda Adams, Jane Moss, Kim Burrell compilation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need my spiritual uplifting, because if I'm by myself, I don't want to go crazy. I need the Lord. I need to know that the Lord is with me, so I'm going to need something to remind me.
Oh, I got that. Trust me, I got that.
Give me those 3 and a way for me to record some music, and I'm good.
Good. Now, if you could have dinner with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you talk to them about? Like, what would you ask them?
I would talk to Prince. Prince is one of the few people that I didn't have a chance to meet. He's one of the few artists that you didn't hear too much scandal as it pertains to Prince. You really was able to respect his craft. You was able to respect his artistic views, whether you agree with him or not, whether he was ass out or not. You respected it. And to me, that's amazing. We see so many people fall from their artistic choices. People, because people want to keep you in a box. Prince was able to break down the box. Nobody could put him in a box. They couldn't call this straight. They couldn't call this gay. They couldn't call this weird. They couldn't call it horrible. All they could say was just, he's amazing. And so I would love to talk to him from a place of how he got to that place, how he got to being truly artistically and creatively free. What was going through his mind when he said, F it, y'all call me the symbol. I'll be the artist formerly known as Prince. You want the name? Okay. You know,
Yeah.
how the business sense, you know, and that's the thing. He, to me, personifies the perfect balance of being a true creative, a true artist, but a true businessman as well, and making both of them work like we've never seen before.
Well, I certainly agree. I mean, we were all a fan of Prince in my family, so I grew up listening to his music, and as a fan, I can respect that and understand what shows him. Now, I want to know, what are you listening to in your car right now?
I'm listening to an artist called Gold Link. Now, supposedly I'm late to the game, but he's a new artist.
It's all right. It's all right.
But there's this actress. Her name is Issa Rae. She's a writer as well. She has a show on TV, and I kind of watched some of her episodes from some of her YouTube stuff.
Yeah, I've been a fan of hers for a minute.
Yeah, me too.
Awkward Black Girl.
I'm looking for like YouTube clips to watch because I have insomnia and I'm in the hotel just kind of up after I get off stage. So
YouTube it. Awkward Black Girl, one of the funniest.
Awkward Black Girl. So I came back home to L.A. and my roommate, she was telling me, "Hey, have you, she actually has a show on TV now." So I watched a couple of episodes, and one of these episodes, Gold Link's song was playing. And ironically, the music supervisor on that particular episode was Solange, so H-Town was repping. And I heard this song called Palm Trees by Gold Link, and I bought it right there immediately. Yes, I buy music. I support.
Yes, so do I. You got to support with your dollars, not with your life.
Support my dollars. And I went in and I bought that song, and then I decided to preview a couple other songs. 3 songs on the project that I previewed. The first 3 songs that I listened to made me buy the entire project. And so for the past 2 weeks, he's been on repeat. Him and Ro James.
Okay. Yeah. Now I want to know who or what is your guilty pleasure song, or who's your guilty pleasure artist? Like, who are you singing in the shower to? Come on.
All right. So now, you can't judge me. But
we don't judge here at TNE.
Well, if you do, then, it just is what it is. Rihanna, and I can't believe I'm saying this to be documented, but Rihanna, I'm such a singer, and in my opinion, Rihanna isn't a singer. I love her journey. I love to resurrect her career. I love her ability to maintain. I love her ability to have great songs and deliver those songs in a way that captivates the masses. But bitch better have my money, call me. So I'll be in the shower getting it. It's that one. It's another one. What's the other one? Don't like. What? Work. I don't know. Work.
Yeah.
I get the Dirty Winding, and yeah, it came on in the store the other day, and I was trying to check out, and I was giving it up. I was low key shamed a little bit. But,
thank you for sharing that with your fans. We appreciate it, dude. We appreciate it. Now I want to know, what projects are you working on now? What can you tell your fans about?
Well, I just released, you've heard Red Light, which is on the Think Deep Loaded project. I did a remix for it, but I didn't call it Red Light the Remix. It's called Red Light Part 2, and it's because I made some changes to it, and it's a completely different feel, but it still has a soul feel for fall and winter, and it's out now. It's in service to radio, so make sure to check that out and grab it up. It's available everywhere. And I shot a video for that, and that's going to be coming out in the next 30 days as well. So that's on the horizon. But even more so, or equally as important, I'm releasing a Christmas compilation project that's featuring a few artists and myself, including Bianca Acosta and Mabuto Carpenter and Octavia Pace and some other people, Kaya Hicks. And so some of the heavy hitters across the country. And I called them and said, hey, I want to do this Christmas project. And it's called The Christmas Set. And it's presented by me and my company, Think Deep Entertainment. And that's coming out in the next couple of weeks. And it's a new take on some of your favorite Christmas songs. I think everybody will be very impressed and pleased with that, and it's going to be a must-add in your Christmas set list.
Oh, thank you for that present for us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. You know, I'm such a
You know I'm going to buy it. So, what do you have to tell your fans in closing? What do you want them to know about you? What you doing?
I want to tell the fans that I love them. I appreciate them. That it's the fans that keep me going. It's the fans that keep me motivated. So continue to support real music. Continue to support live artists, live music. Support with your dollars. Support with your tweets. Support with your Instagram posts. I see them all. Reach out to me. And also remember that nothing is happenstance, and everything you do, think deep, and that's real. And we really, 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 really need to pay attention. We going into a new year. I got to do my Black Power moment. Now we going into a whole new moment. We see what's happening in society today in America. We have to unite. And so I want to get away from the artist fans role of this. We're in this thing together. We're in this life together. Let's uplift each other. Let's support each other. Let me know how I can support you. It's not all about how you can support me, but let's work together to counter some of the things that we think are working against us. That's what I want to leave them with.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much, DeP, for taking the time out of your busy, busy schedule to talk with T&E Magazine. We're going to have all the links below where you can buy all of DeP's music as well as all his social media sites to follow, like, retweet, repost, do it all. And I'm Kai Destiny. Thank you for listening to T&E Magazine Music, and have a good one. Bye, everyone.
Bye.